Alright guys, today we have got the Blade Revolution 235 CP bind and fly. I did actually buy a radio too today. Gonna get a little bit back into flying, so if you're looking forward to flying videos, make sure you subscribe if you haven't yet. We're gonna open this up. It is the bind and fly. And basically the bind and fly and the ready to fly now, it's kind of funny because back in the day, bind and fly, you got a battery and charger and the radio. Nowadays the ready to fly, you're just getting a radio, so you're not even getting your battery and your charger. So let's catch kind of a, you know, it's up to you whether you want to run with the stock radio. Maybe you just want one helicopter just so you can say you have a helicopter, you want to fly. You want to learn how to fly, you plan on having this one a long time. You don't really maybe plan to switch. Then I would suggest getting the ready to fly and then buying your battery and your charger. But if you plan on having more helicopters and this is just a gateway in, then I would suggest buying an actual radio. Buying the bind and fly because it's not like you're really missing out on much if you buy the ready to fly versus the bind and fly. So you get your manual here right on top, and I am actually going to look at this manual because there is some different things about this helicopter that I'm not used to with helicopters. And then you're going to get your beautiful helicopter, and you get a little baggie of parts here, and we are going to go through this. And look, I do have a battery we are going to set up. I'm going to show you what battery I bought. So, put this back together, get it out of our way. Set this beautiful helicopter back. I'm not too crazy about the color scheme, but, well, you do get some nice stuff in here. You get a screwdriver, your bind plug, things like that. So you just need a bind plug for this helicopter. You will find that out in a little bit here. So it does have a strap in there and Velcro. So it does come with a piece of Velcro here to put on your battery. And then this must be, I'm going to guess this is where you put your bind plug to bind your radio. Very, very cool. Your IC2 connector. Okay. Plate frame here. I'm not going to talk much on specifics of the helicopter just because I'm not that oriented to. But it looks like a really nice helicopter. It looks built really well. I'm going to show you quick how I'm going to do my battery. So I'm going to go grab my battery, show it to you guys, and then we'll get the battery in it. And then we'll go out, we'll find it, and we'll give it a fly. Alright guys, so we just selected a new heli model. So all we should have to do, we shouldn't have to set up the radio manually. So I'm going to set up the battery real quick. So as Velcro, I'm going to put on the battery like this. So I just have to slap it on here. Okay, now we need our bind plug. Oh, I grabbed it already. Okay, so the bind plug's right here. You're just going to put your bind plug in. You're going to come here. You're going to plug it in. Now, helicopter should be in bind mode. Come here and go down to bind. Binding. Figuring. Then we're going to go to load the file, confirm. So now it'll download the configuration from the receiver. Did not work. Alright, so I'm going to guess my radio needs to be updated. I'm going to update my radio real quick and then I'll be back. Alright guys, so let's get some hovering done. It's been a little while. It's been a little while for me since I've flown. Kind of feel more comfortable probably at like an open field. It is pretty windy out here, so sure drifting a lot. I'm not sure why it's drifting so much. It shouldn't really be. I think I might land it. Let's turn the hold on, and I think I'm going to try to restart the helicopter and see if maybe I leave it flat, if it'll be better. So let's try that quick and see what's going on here, because it feels like it's really drifting. It's not that windy out here, so let me see. All right, here we go, guys. Let's see if it's a little bit more stable like this. It's not. So it doesn't feel as stable as other helicopters I've had. And a little brave there. I mean, guys, it is pretty windy out here. I don't know if you guys can really hear it though, but I mean, it's getting blown around a little bit. It's not too bad. It just kind of, I'm getting a little nervous here being in between the trees and stuff, so I'm gonna land it quick, so I want to be able to look at the radio and see what I have for battery power, and it's just kind of drifting around a lot. I mean, it's got tons of power. Land it quick. Yeah, so we've got like a little bit of battery power, maybe just to put it up for a couple more seconds. So let's go ahead. Let's get it down. It's feeling. So there we go, guys. Put the hold on. Now we can't power up or nothing. It flies pretty good, guys. I'm noticing a lot of drifting. I'm going to look into that. I don't know if that's just the way this heli is. From the videos I watched, it seems like it wasn't, but I know helis aren't as controllable as you would think. I've had a few helis. It's been a little while, but and they kind of drift. That's what they do. You can kind of try trimming them out. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. But if you want to learn helis, this is definitely the place to start. It flew pretty good for what it was. I'm kind of getting nervous here being around the trees in my yard, and they're not like right next to each other or anything, but I just know the power this thing has. If it takes off, or I take off with it, I might end up hitting the tree or something. I mean, I got trees all above our head here and stuff, so we got like this little tiny area right here to fly in. So yeah, so far it's got my approval. Seems to be flying good. I hope we'll get it to a field soon, and we can get a little bit more better extreme type of flying in. Not necessarily extreme, but more full flight, I guess you could say. Not necessarily 3D, but just flying it around and actually getting the hang of it. So yeah, guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe and like. We will have more coming. All right, thank you.